Before the video begins, I'd love to give a huge shout out to Wildwood Games for allowing us to have our feature match at Friday Night Magic. Wildwood Games is Northern Michigan's newest gaming store that is aiming to provide the best experience for all gamers. For more information, check the link in the description below.
We're gonna see if I can't make this work. The results will be immediate, immediate and swift.
All of the Storm Giants.
Right. Let's see here. So I get the draw.
We'll do a willow.
Things are looking a little better. We're gonna play a force and pass.
Draw. I see what you did there. Draw. I'll take 15.
What is that land? May I look at
go
that?
I'll play a Steel Stand.
That is so sick.
All the D&D, like, I don't know if it was every card, or just the lands, but they all have a version like this.
Right. Oh,
One of
that's
these
so
is
good.
Well, I have these sick tokens.
I'm such a sucker for good card art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh.
I saw one of these in a case, and I was like, I have to have one of those.
We were going to throw down a secluded courtyard. Of course, it's going to be elves.
Yeah, third roll, it is a 3-3
All elves all the time. You know what they say.
Yep.
We're straight Rivendell over here.
Combat.
Tap 2 for a War Master.
Before we move to combat, so that one.
He's going to create a homie when I drop a homie.
I believe you.
Before you move to combat,
Ignore the 7 cost, because I very rarely...
Oh, I don't ignore the 7 cost. It can happen.
He's going to pump everything 2-2.
That is a real thing that card says. That is not flavor text.
It's not.
He's gonna hit himself in the face.
Oh, and kill himself?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Go ahead.
Love that for me.
that's a stun counter. Yeah.
There goes...
That's it.
Here goes the neighborhood.
That'll pass.
We'll drop another secluded courtyard, because why not? Of course, elves.
I will play a Shifting Ceratops. That'll trigger, not that matters for buffing the Marauding Raptor.
Right.
And then I will
Tap out.
I'll move to combat.
For an
I
archer.
will.
Okay.
Hey, you're gonna be
Anthem.
super surprised with this one.
Whoa! That one has Pro Blue.
I could tap it and add a mana for each elf I control.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Alright,
Yeah.
and then I will.
It wouldn't help me. He's one lonely guy.
You make
Look
one.
at that.
Yeah, I guess it is right there. I just had to read the text.
Yeah, Rivendell, population 1.
Alright, tag it for
Only Elrond.
Oh, wait, fine.
Okay, and
I'll pay 2 life for a Sacred Foundry.
Are we allowed to have this much fun?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what the camera's for.
That's what the camera is for.
Alright, here you go.
Alright. Gotta do something. Getting overrun here. We'll go with Forest.
We're gonna play a Land War Waste for land per turn.
Yep.
2. This one. We'll go 6.
Okay, go to 12.
Because I want more mana up than just 1. I'm only gonna tap 2 for a Clan Caller, another Anthem.
Yep.
Okay, I will play a Regal Imperiosaur.
Nope.
And
I can count
Marauding
my promise.
Raptor. And I'll tap 2. And I'll play Regal Imperiosaur.
And swing for 3.
I'll take 3.
In response, not that it really matters. I'm gonna
Pass.
Alright,
gonna
End
stall
of your
the game.
who knows, there
turn.
could a fog may have just like crafted into
Unexpected
your
windfall.
Conjure a fog.
Discard.
Conjure a fog.
Thrill of possibility.
Ah, I gotta land.
And I'll draw 2 and make 2 treasures.
Oh, right on.
Alright.
Love that for you. Super clean.
It feels weird using my own token. Like, I don't know.
Go ahead.
It's like a different shit.
Untap.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Draw.
Yeah, how do you do all that kind of minus cheating? It's still going, yeah.
The only downside that putting these Vigilance guys in doesn't trigger my D3.
Sure.
Tap green.
Yeah.
The only downside.
Elvish Mystic.
Yep.
The only thing I'm running.
Tap 3 for a second Arch Druid.
It's a little,
Yeah.
little awkward.
So
I like the
essentially
flash
2,
now, but yes, with the not.
2,
Yeah,
2,
I
that's
really like
3.
Flippin' Strummer.
Yep.
Just in general, I'm pretty high on that card.
Sickness. Swing in 4 and 3,
I'll settle the wreckage.
which does.
I'm going to exile all attacking creatures that you control, and then for each one you can search your library for a basic and put it into play tapped.
That's. You sure you want to do that for me, sir?
That makes much more mana than 2 basics, so yes. Yes, sir. That is what I want.
Allow me one moment.
And then I don't die. So.
You spoil me. We're gonna.
Look, I just want to not die.
What is it? Two of them you said?
You get 1 forest for each creature.
So
Yeah.
One
you're
force
playing,
for so 2.
Teamer Dragons
Yeah,
now,
I'll do
Sam?
one of each.
Or yeah, any basic, I'm sorry.
One of each a swamp.
I didn't think you would have a swamp.
forest.
Basically, dragons, monsters. I mean, I
probably
stuck
one.
some dragons in. Really, it's
Something
just
like
blue
that.
line.
I don't know. I haven't quite used it other than
Trying to make
colorless
that
so
turn
far
two
tonight. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
The
still.
turn one is
I mean, obviously,
back,
it's
just
his
enough for me to worry about
creation.
turn two
Mhm.
when mine work all the
But I'm liking the way it thumps. You know what I mean? It's got good.
Oh, yeah.
way. Too many
It's crazy. Go ahead. That's all I can do.
things relying on each other.
I am.
Right.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna organize mana for this.
Then
There you
I'm
go.
not making any progress.
Sure. Yeah, ramp monster
Pyromancer's
decks are
Goggles.
they're really hard to make in terms of just like
And I think
finding the
I'll
right
play
mix of
a
like
So worse.
acceleration,
Okay, so
like
the,
interaction,
that will go
what
away.
you actually
This
want
goes
to
down
like
to
do finishers.
one.
Like it's,
Okay.
it's tough. It really is. Like it's not. There's so much fine tuning.
Goggles go.
Like it's tricky too because like
Um,
you have
So,
to like
one
most
tap.
decks kind of have a given game plan. Like you're playing mid range, control, aggro, but like monsters is so weird because you're not like hyper fast usually.
Yeah.
So you have to
we're gonna
like
play
you
a
have
Woodland
to have some long
Cemetery
game
for
things
land
that give you some
return.
card advantage, but you also have to like play a lot of interaction so you don't fold to like the other hyper aggro decks.
Exactly.
That's why I really like a card like Bone Crusher Giant because it's removal, but it's also a really nice body. And if you're playing See the Unwritten, it helps with the Ferocious on that too.
What's the card?
Bone Crusher Giant.
Oh,
Like that card is
And
just
tap for
perfect.
4.
Especially if I'm playing, like, I built so many
For
CD
Sylvan
Unwritten decks for my
Messenger.
channel, and I always play Bone Crusher. Like, it's just, it's the
Yeah.
perfect card.
Trample
Like,
when
I can't-
ETBs
I can't tell you how
reveal the
many
top
slow
4
hands I
cards in my
have,
library. I
where
put
it's
all
like,
elf
I'm
cards
playing
revealed
against
this way
aggro,
into
well,
my
I have
hand and the
2
rest
Bone
at the
Crushers,
bottom.
So
Yep.
I'm good.
That's one.
Yeah.
I
That's
have the
2.
early game
That
interaction,
bothers me.
play a nice
That's
body
upside
after. Actually, just
Yeah.
That's 3.
the 3 drops in this deck. just
And
be
that
horrible.
layer of
So I
Hydra
was
is
just
gonna
like,
go
It's like the
to
guy,
the bottom.
like the Flex Seal. where
These
he
are gonna
slaps
come
the
in my
tank.
hand.
It was like Eli's 3 drops are bad.
Now
Bone Crusher Giant
yeah,
is
it
just
changes
like,
some
yeah.
things.
I'll take the play.
Okay, alright. Good luck to
Good luck to
you.
you.
It'll take a little bit of working, but I'll figure something out eventually.
Yeah.
Enough
That
tinkering.
changes a lot of things. I'm gonna pay a green
I want to keep it, but
for another an Elvish Mystic.
In response to the Elvish
Okay,
Mystic,
I don't want to keep a
I'm gonna
5
sack a treasure, make a white, tap my goggles.
like it's.
You draw
I'm
one
gonna
land. and
lightning
it's
helix
like-
that.
Yeah,
Goggles will
exactly.
copy
I have
it.
two
I'm
cards
gonna
that-
lightning
that
helix
work.
that.
Mhm.
Well, like 5, no, I'm good.
Okay, so these all fall
Now
off.
I'm gonna get one.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do
because he's
that.
the Lord.
It's
Yeah,
like game 1 against Ryan.
and I'll gain 6.
I had a 6 lander and an elf.
Yeah.
I mulligan, and then I got 1 land, and then I was like,
So that has sickness.
Yeah.
And a 5.
I mean, sometimes it happens.
I mean, it was good. It was like Raptor, like turn 3.
Yeah.
It was like shifting Ceratops. It was a good hand, but
Ideally, if I can have 2 lands, that's perfect.
actually, funny enough, you know how we
We
talked
will
about how you're
tap
playing
2
the man
more
and the man
then
lands
for
help you that
Dwayne's
extra reach.
lead.
Yeah.
I literally won the game because I channeled this
And he's
against
gonna
him
create a
to make
homie
2
upon
ones, and then I
ETB.
attack with lethal with my land Hydra. Like literally exactly what we talked about happened.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
that's
I'm
it.
definitely gonna look at to get
Okay.
low.
Uh,
Just for that late.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that other one still has
You'd be
sickness.
surprised
so-
how good that the man lands are against control decks because they need instant speed removal. So like they're
Yeah.
I'm trying to get at you, but you're keeping me at bay, sir.
I'm working on it.
I understand.
We will go with Island.
So I will pay
We're both fighting a good fight.
6, 7, 8. Sack this.
I'm a first lady.
for
I will play Explosion for 4, and I'm going to copy it with Goggles. We'll deal 4 there and 4 there, and I will draw 8 cards.
Gotcha. So
Those 2.
I will
Bob.
give me a time source.
Bob.
result.
And then play land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go to clean up and discard 2 lands. Go ahead.
This is so weird.
Alright. We'll draw.
Go ahead.
4 and step. Flash and burn one.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Islands.
One elite left I know about.
We'll go to combat.
Yep.
Swing 2, main phase 2. I'll throw out a short stalker and I'll pass.
We will.
Copper line. I'll play Regal Period Sword. Go ahead.
How do I want to do that? I want to do it like this.
Of course. We'll go ahead and swing for 1.
Yes.
I'll do it
I
like
got
that.
myself.
We'll tap 2
Oh, wait. I
for
forgot
another
you
elite.
did one, so
Yep.
should be it.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, I took 2. Yeah, 17. I accidentally took the electro off yours too. Yeah, you're still at 20. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about your paint.
I made a token earlier.
Yeah,
It's right there.
Oh, duh. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I promise.
Must be Discord because they're phone.
Yeah. Pyroclasm.
We're gonna tap 1
Move
black
to combat. I will take
green.
I'll take the 5.
Shaman of the Pack with ETBs. Target opponent loses life equal
we
to
deal
the
1
elves I
creature dealing a
control.
quarter of
1, 2, 3,
Right.
4. Does it not? Okay, so
Yeah,
it
it'll
does
be
include
in
him.
play when the ability
Gotcha.
resolves.
That's
So I'll go to 16.
And we'll tap for 1 green and black
Another one?
for another one. So
I'll
that's
take
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
10.
We'll then move to combat. These have sickness. That's
Yep.
already tapped. These all have sickness. We're gonna move out of combat.
Okay.
And then we're gonna pass. I really only went to combat to visualize what was sick.
What was going on? Yeah. And then we're good.
The things you do, right?
Right.
Only in Magic the Gathering.
swinging right.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Do you move to combat
Oh, yeah,
to move
yeah,
directly
yeah.
out of combat, not do
Oh,
a dang thing?
I'll cast a Lightning Helix, copy it with Goggles, and I'll Helix both of those Shamans.
For me.
Go back to 16.
Okay, alright.
I'll play...
My favorite game.
Right. Do I have it or do I not?
Does he or does he not have it? Find out in the next episode.
Shatter Skull Smashing. X equals 2. I'll divide 2 among up to 2 targets, and I'll kill both of those.
2, and I'll play a Hammer Skull.
And
Trigger.
then I'll play a tap
move to
land for
combat.
turn. Go ahead.
I believe some of these.
You know what's coming.
Oh, yeah.
And the rest.
In my hand, and then second main. Guess what? I'm gonna play this for. How am I gonna do this? Oh, I can't do it. So I'll just play those again. Good.
Alright, so.
Okay.
Two and a green. Perfect. Pump.
This is fucking dumb. Move to combat.
Colorless and 2 green. For an
Can you get yourself pizza?
Palm.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, second main.
Yeah.
Before that
running
Archdruid
after.
resolves,
Okay.
I'm coming
I'm
tapped,
gonna
and then I will
deal 2 to the
play
perfect.
2
Gotcha.
for
So that goes, this goes back to 1. That goes back to 1.
2 for Hammer. Yep, go ahead.
Looking at 5.
Take 5 to 11.
And pass.
Draw. Rampaging Raptor. Trigger.
Hi, Jessica. This is
Regal
Sam next door. Can I order a pizza?
Trigger. Yep. Move combat.
Yep.
So this is
What?
7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
Gonna
19.
thrill, discarding,
This has
Shatter
trample
Skull
these.
smashing.
These are
Copy
both
it with
7
goggles.
power.
I'll draw 4.
These do
Yeah.
not. I'll block. Doesn't matter. I'll block 1 of the 7.
So you'll take 12.
Well, put me at 3.
Go ahead.
Unless somehow I conjured another copy of Aetherrise in my
Yeah,
deck.
unless you draw a River's Rebuke.
You
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, you got it. I only run 2 Aetherrise.
It reminds me of what was it? So a guy I used to play a lot of Pioneer with back in the day. He played Spirits, and we basically would play this game of like
Let's see if we
dancing
can't
back
top
and
deck
forth
something
with,
nice.
Settle and
Rough.
Yeah, it was Settle the Record.
Tap
We play this
green.
game. So like basically
For
our match
Sentinel.
came down to who was on the play and if their hand was good. If your hand was good and you're on the play, you win every time.
Another
But
5.
we played this game of like he'd get the 3 mana and then it'd be
Settle
like
the wreckage.
oh, does he have the Spell Queller? Does he not? Or it'd be like with the Settle, like does he have the Settle? Does he not? And it was so
I'll
it
exile
was
both of
fun,
them
but it
and
was
you can
also
look for 2
irritating
basics.
because we all knew how it was going to end. Like it was always the same outcome. Like okay, now we're going to play this game. But then the tiebreaker that I eventually did.
What was the other thing that you exiled? Because I
Tear the
didn't
Peaks had
put
just
it.
came out.
It
and I
doesn't.
really wanted to
Okay.
play it. I'm like, dude,
You're not getting them back.
Yeah. Dinos. Like,
Might as well.
and
then
then so
you
what I
said
did is I
2
played it
basics.
2
for
basics,
free, and I
if you'd
never
like.
attacked the rest of the game. I just played a Dino and domed him for like 4
Who's gonna
and
say
passed.
no to that?
And he was
I would.
furious because he's like, "You're not attacking. I literally can't interact." I'm like, "That sucks to be you." Anyways,
Right.
go ahead.
Yeah, I boarded in 4 on some and 4 on dual screen.
Oh
Did
shit!
I get any of them? No.
Right, naturally.
Yeah, naturally. Usually what happens though.
Yeah, I found for me, when it comes to sideboarding, I either get like a lot of sideboard cards or just straight knock them. Yeah, I literally boarded out all my neighbors.
I boarded out all my deep roots,
Oh, sure.
actually.
Yeah,
Just for the bounces or lockdowns to try to do something.
right.
Thank you, sir.
My turn?
Yeah, dinosaurs.
You attacked,
I,
I
Oh,
settled.
yep. Yeah.
I started playing this deck.
Me?
Yep.
Really, so like, I mean, realistically, it's probably like it was like the
Yeah, I've got nothing in
second
here.
Pioneer deck I ever built. Like, I built the Steely Stompy, and then the week after, I was like, all right, I want to build something for because we used to play Wednesday night
I'm gonna
Pioneer.
cast
Okay,
Big
I'll play
Score,
Yeah.
discard Hall of the Storm
Man, I wanna
Giants,
play Dinosaurs again.
copy it.
I played it in Standard. It was
I'll
really
make
fun.
4 treasure and draw
And
4.
just like really liked the play patterns and just like kept tuning it and I'm not gonna lie, the deck oh, at least now there's like some solid cards, but like when I played so Regal Piercer and Hammer Skull were never even printed.
Yeah.
So like there was basically no good 3-drops, and then like
Play
so
Ill-Timed
the deck played a bunch of
Explosion.
4s,
I'm gonna draw 2.
which was fine, but like there was not even like
Then I will
like,
discard.
even like the solid ones, like
that.
Cyclone Raptor wasn't around,
Yeah.
and like there was no
That.
belligerent Yearling, and so it was
this.
it was tough.
And when I
Three-drops
discard,
were
it'll deal
atrociously
damage
bad.
to
Like,
each
I
creature
played
equal to the
Bone
greatest
Crusher
CMC
and
among the cards I
Dominant
discarded.
Airable
So I'll deal 2 to everything.
It's like 3 mana. It gives your creatures 1/0, and then it's like it +1 makes red green mana, and your creatures can't be countered that turn. And like the
We'll
minus
play a
No, pretty
land for
much
turn.
I played all
Go
the
ahead.
way. I played standard all the way up until about 2013, and then
Oh, okay.
I quit. Or I kept all my stuff. we just stopped playing.
Right.
Life happens.
That would come in tap.
And then I'm like,
pass.
I have all my stuff still, and then I get laid off in the winter. It's like, oh, card shop now.
Right,
And
yeah.
I get the itch. And
End
then
of
just
your
dive
turn,
right
I'll
into
deal
it.
3 to you and I'll
But
gain
I
3.
mean, I had all my old stuff that's still, and then everything shot up in price, especially because I had scars. I just bought a shit ton of that, and like
What a great set to buy.
a lot of like my grafted exoskeletons. I had like probably 8 at the time. Like those are $5 or right now.
Throwing up
11.
depths.
Yep.
Yeah.
12.
Even some of the old
16 mana.
Well, no, the planeswalkers didn't really retain that much value, but
I will explosion
but
for
still,
12.
and then
Copy
Besiege,
it.
I had a bunch of
I'll
stuff,
deal
Oh, yeah.
24 to you and have you draw 24 cards.
I've opened a few
That's
Stars
good.
packs. So when I was like still a new player, like I was playing Modern and I was learning like the ins and outs of like the game and like was looking back at like old sets and I used to think, I still think it, but like I was like, dude, Scars of Mirrodin, what an awesome set.
that was my fun.
Wormcoil was
Yes.
like my favorite card for years. Because I was like, dude,
I have it in my Glessa deck in my commander. I have the promo.
Oh yeah.
The one where it's on the left side and on the right side.
Right.
Or you see that on the right of in Mirrodin. So
There's a pile of deck right here.
highlight, he's trying to think of what to do.
I kind of like player prophecy. Removal. And shuffles in a deck.
Oh, I cut those. Okay.
I like Prophecy.
unfortunate.
I would say, so if you weren't playing See the Unwritten, I'd say like jam it. I really like Bone Crusher. Because Bone Crusher in a deck like this is awesome. Because you can play on turn 2 as a 4/3. It's cheap removal, so you can clean up all the early plays with that. And it also gives you Ferocious for your See the Unwritten. It's literally, or if you cast it, like, let's say you even have a bad See the Unwritten, and you only put in like a Gonosaur and a Bone Crusher, at least you're still, at least you put 12 power on the board. That's why I've always liked that. I think Cultivate is really good in this deck. I think Topiary Stomper would be slightly better for basically the same reason as Bone Crusher Giant. The rate on it's not quite
Player
as good,
draw.
but
I'll
See
take
the
the draw.
Unwritten, you can put it into play and ramp, and it also helps with your Ferocious, too. So it's a card that doubles. If you really like Gloomvine Regent and you want to play more of those, if you want to double dip and still play a good dragon, you could also play Boulevard Dracosaur,
I will keep it.
because that counts as a dinosaur and a dragon, so you still get your ETB there.
No.
And if you just yes,
I can make
do
this
like
work.
this card.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I would run 4 of those. Because when I miss, at least 4. Because it helps you search for a creature, instant or sorcery in the top 6. So I go fishing, I mean,
There.
For me, I think it's
Player.
more of a mid-range card personally.
First 7.
Okay.
Pass.
which gets me
Pass.
turn 3, boom. And my 5 rounds.
I'll come in and play tapped because I don't want a forest or a swamp yet, but we're going to tap
You can
that
also do the
for a
same
land
with
warehouse.
Topiary
and
Stomper.
pass.
You go turn 2 Topiary Stomper, which gets you into 5 on the next turn. Which it doesn't grab you 2 lands, it grabs you 1 land. But then when Ryan goes, get lost your dude, and then you play your other land, and you got 6 mana, and then you see the early hit with Ferocious. Trust me, I played so many monster like ramp decks. Like I'm telling you, it's like that was my passion.
I actually watched a video you were doing some Pioneer or something, that was episode 4, and you were doing Cynic.
Eldrazi, oh my god, dude, that deck was so fun. Yeah.
So in my file here, taking a look at it, I think I have
Tap 2. 4 Master.
So one thing that's really cool with Eldrazi in this format is a lot of the really good ones, like your Reality Smashers and your Series, they require colorless mana to be able to use. You can literally use the Big Lance, which are perfect because the pain lands make color mana when you need them, and they make the mandatory colorless.
Right, yeah,
Which
so
are
they work out great.
Second Woodland
You need the
Cemetery.
color, you
Still
heard,
no
like,
swamp
you
or
know,
forest,
yeah,
but that's
Right.
okay. We're living our
It's
best
nice,
life,
and like you
right?
can also like if
The
you're
creatures
playing
make the
with
mana.
them, you can just play like a waste,
Ah.
and then boom, there you go. You have your colorless mana.
Yep. Exactly.
Curious.
Sure.
So that was thinking about.
Perfect.
Yeah. The CDM. So with this plan, turn 1 and 2. Turn 4 CDM.
Looking at 5.
Yep.
3, 4, 5. Sounds good. 15.
I only have 3 chances to rack, so
And pass.
literally seven hits, then Trample Haste, meaning
Right.
this will have the sickness removed. So in theory,
Play
I'm sitting for 24 on turn.
Chandra Torch of Defiance.
Right. There's a lot of
I'm
different
gonna
ways you can go
plus
about it. The other
1
nice
to
thing
add
is
2 red to my mana pool.
is nice.
Make a third
So,
red.
Like, if you want to
Play
go
Anger
like,
of the Gods
that
and
route
deal
with
3 to
it,
each
with
creature.
CDN written, you could also go. So like, let's say you don't get your Tyrant Infectus. Okay. So like, what other ways can we like quick kill our opponent? I've also concepted a long time ago of playing. You play like 4 Regisaur Alpha and 4 Pilates
yep.
after.
I thought of Registars.
So if you go Regisaur and Pilates, then you could put one of those in and then a Galta, or you could play like 2 of those.
Drop
What's nice,
forest.
it is a 5-drop, so you could go 5, gives you the ferocious you need for the CDN written, untap, Galta, Agonis, or Rex. Things like that. There's so many
Throw
different
down
things you can do,
Tyvar,
honestly,
and
but
pass.
not even just
Tap
dinosaurs
another
or
untap creature
dragons.
control. Gains
Yeah,
indestructible.
there's so many different ways you can go about it. But I would say definitely with the ferocious. Like I think Topiary Stomper is definitely a card I would pick up.
How do you feel about with the ferocious? I throw more ferocious triggers and for other effects without the
I will use Chandra to exile my top card, and I can
The
cast
Moonvine
it.
I like.
If
I
I
like the
don't,
Moonvines.
it deals
I
2.
really like if you're trying to play a 3-mana ramp spell on turn 2, then like Topiary Stomper is like the top. When you're playing Seed
I think.
Because the other thing is like with Seed written, like there's also the consistency factor.
There's land grab.
I'll cast this.
Like that.
I'll draw
Topiary
2.
Stomper? Yeah. You search for basic and extended.
I'll discard 2, and I'll deal 4 to each creature.
It's real good.
And then
I
I'll
also
They're also like 50 cent, right?
Go ahead.
So it's pretty cheap. But yeah, that's why.
And I'm thinking, I like the red, but the only red I really have in this build is
Giradaro and your
War Master and pass.
Sure.
so.
That's
I
it.
mean, that's kind of what I like to call it. There's still very search.
I will exile my top card.
Basic land. It's just,
Yeah,
You'll take 2.
that is the fixing.
yeah.
See, that's the only bad part about Bloomfire.
Yeah. I do like Bloomvine regardless, so
In
like
Helix.
same thing. It's a ramp spell that you can also put
18.
into play with Seed written. It doubles.
Play tap land.
So, yeah.
Pass.
I mean, it fits in this slot and that slot,
Right.
which I like a lot.
Yeah. Redundancy.
Pass.
I'll ultimate Chandra.
I don't know. I feel like I'm overthinking it. And honestly, I'm trying to figure out my 1 slot because I'm either I never get dorks or I always get dorks.
I'll cast a Thrill of Possibility, discarding a land. I'll draw 2, you'll take 5 from my Chandra Emblem.
One, like 2 cards that I've always been a fan of in this type of deck is like I like cards like Paradise Druid or Sylvan Curated. I really like Sylvan Curated. It's a
Thrill of Possibility, discard this, deal you 5, draw 2.
and then it taps for 1 mana of any color. Multiple reasons, because in 03 it can block pretty well, especially
We're sliding you,
plays and such.
deal
It feels
you
good.
12.
That's
It feels good.
other than my block,